Hello and welcome to Board Game Inquisition, where we're here to offer you insight and information about your board games. We're kind of obsessed with collections and collecting, so we create these video reviews in an effort to help you curate the perfect board game collection. So do you enjoy puzzles? How do you feel about abstract strategy games? Well, you're in for a treat today, folks. So here's 5 things I think you should know about Realm of Sand. Realm of Sand from Emperor S4 Games is a strategy game for 1 to 4 players. At its core, it's really an abstract game, but it does indeed have a plot. So the Realm of Sand is a mirror of the material world, one in which magic exists. However, overuse of the magic has caused the realm to destabilize, and it's up to you as the court wizard to restabilize the magical runes and reconstruct the Realm of Sand. Mechanically speaking, this is a puzzle game. On your turn, you place glyph pieces onto your board and attempt to match them to the patterns on the building cards available. You can also stack your pieces vertically. You can acquire private runes as rewards from other building cards. And if you play with the advanced mode, you can have special player powers. The winner is the person who has the most star points from the building cards at the end of the game. So similar games to Realm of Sand. Well, it has to be something like Patchwork or Cottage Garden. The difference here, however, is that Realm of Sand is goal orientated, and unlike these other games where you're trying to fill in your entire board perfectly, it wants you to focus on specific goals and specific shapes, and I do think that helps it stand out a little bit. It's a quick setup and it takes up a reasonable amount of space on the table. For 2 of us, it's about 45 minutes to play, and that's entirely based on my ability to understand upside down shapes. But I could see the game bringing out analysis paralysis in people. Replayability wise, I think it's pretty good because it is goal orientated, but also there's really good variety in the cards themselves. The theme of this game seems entirely superfluous to gameplay, but it is a visually stunning one. The sandy tones are warm, and I think the colour choices for the glyphs of red, green and black really make them pop on the table. The artwork is pretty and adorable, and overall this game is incredibly inviting. So what's so special about Realm of Sand? Probably how deceptive it is, because it's difficult to believe that there's such a strong strategy game in such a cutesy box. So how do I really feel about Realm of Sand? Well, firstly, the negatives. So this is the part where normally I would give you some negatives, right? Well, I don't actually have any. I tried, I looked. This game is just really well-rounded and really solid. And I think the only reason you would dislike it was if you didn't like puzzles. Okay, so the positives. Well, first of all, this is an incredibly interesting and difficult puzzle. So those of you familiar with these kind of tile-laying puzzle games like Patchwork will know that all the pieces come in different sizes, right? So that you can plan ahead and look for certain things to fill certain slots. Well, Realm of Sand has all of their pieces in 3s only, and that adds such complexity to the game you wouldn't believe, just because you can't look for specific pieces. Now, you can layer them vertically to fill in gaps between and replace ones underneath, but that again is another thing to think about. There's a lot going on in this game that you wouldn't necessarily have thought about from the outset. Now, another kind of interesting fact here is that the game itself also has ways of breaking the game built into it, and this for me is really exciting. So for instance, when you when you obtain building cards, sometimes you'll get a reward, and one of these rewards is the fact that you can level up, which allows you to build 1 square outside of your kind of allocated building area. That's, really interesting and gives you kind of more difficult choices to make. When will you use it? When will it be worthwhile? You can also acquire your own private runes this way. So you get little discs instead of runes and you can place them on the board at any time. And then when the tiles are cleared away, they stay there. So while they might help you out for one moment, in the next they might be hindering you. So yet again, more breaking of the rules and changing things up a little bit. And finally, there's the fact that there are variable player powers in the advanced version, and these yet again allow you to kind of bend the rules, but not in such a way that it breaks the game. Yet again, more decisions, more options, and I love that no matter kind of what way you play this, that there's always something a little bit more to discover, or there's always more ways to delve into the game. And my final point has to be the fact that this is a complex game that's incredibly approachable. And I've said it before that from the box, you wouldn't think that this really would be a particularly meaty game. And I definitely felt that it was. This seems to be a feature of the Emperor S4 titles for me, is that, you know, from the outside they look kind of adorable and cutesy and fun, and then when you get into them you're like, oh my god, this is really difficult, you know, and I love that about them. And I do enjoy how Realm of Sands kind of straddles this divide between being complex and approachable. So, do I think you should have Realm of Sand in your collection? Well, I absolutely love it, and I think if you enjoy puzzle games that are well-rounded, that are approachable and that are good looking on the table, but yet give you plenty of, you know, interesting decisions to be made, then I really think you'll love this game too. You should totally go and check it out. You've been watching Board Game Inquisition. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about subscribing, or if you've any comments or queries you'd like to make about Realm of Sand, I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Well, until next time, I'll be here playing games, asking questions, and of course, perusing my collection. Take care.